I don't think we can get better than this. My intention here is to have the groom hidden in the back there. I have the bride right in the middle of the walkway there. I'm going to signal my assistant Drew when it's okay for the groom to come out. And then with my 7200, I'm going to try to compress this whole scene. If we choose a 24-70 here, I honestly think it would look like dog crap. I don't really believe that is the proper lens for this situation. If I want to make a couple of environmental portraits or something, fine. But I want to compress this. And seeing three-dimensionally here, I'm seeing, well, I might even get real low, maybe get some of this in the foreground if I can get low enough, but I don't know if I can. But at least 2 dimensions where I have the subject and the background, and I want to try to avoid getting that gazebo in the back of their head. So I might lean this way a little bit, or even this way a little bit, so I don't get that gazebo. But I've got that real nice landscaping behind there, shooting real long, racked out at 200, and I think this is going to work perfectly. One of the keys to this, and we're filming Kelby 1 for this, but this is real. And the last thing in the world that I want, whether there's wedding cinematographers here or not, is when we first see the groom pop out. It's very important for no one, including yourselves, when that groom comes out, you don't want to do this, because then she'll be like, oh, he's here. So you'll see me, when he's there, I'm just going to casually pick the camera to my face. In addition to that, I'm going to shoot some portraits of her before he even comes out. Then I'm going to signal for her to come out. So this is a moment where wedding filmmakers as well, sometimes, some of them, the good ones don't, they'll kind of fumble and they'll be like, oh, here he comes, here he comes. That's not the way to handle this situation. And we're going to put her right about here. And she'll be chilling, she'll be waiting. I'm going to totally bullshit her. And I'm going to tell her that you're going to be coming from the house.
Okay.
Okay? So you're going to come back here.
Okay.
There's an area back here where you can kind of hide. Try to stay as quiet as you can, sneak up behind her and, you know, let it happen.
Okay.
All right?
Can she see me if I'm here?
Nope. No, she can't.
All right.
All right?
Am I staying here right now?
Yes, for now. And then you'll keep an eye on Drew, and he'll basically give you a signal. I kind of lucked out today. We have a wedding planner who actually seems to be really good. And she's a nice girl and she's competent. She went upstairs to get the bride. And as soon as she comes down there, I'm going to greet her, bring her out. We're going to put her in a great spot. And like I said, I keep bitching about the light, but the fact remains, the client really doesn't care as much as I do about it. I would love this brilliant sunshine, light the veil up, but the truth of the matter is, the moments are really what counts. And I think we're making that. I think we're making some really nice pictures today. I'm very happy to put these photos on any gallery of mine for people to look at. And as soon as she comes down, we're going to have a nice first look. I'm not a huge proponent of first looks. I think they are kind of staged. But in these situations when the ceremony takes place and then you have a cocktail hour immediately following, I think the first look is a fair alternative in terms of getting great portraits. Is it ideal? Is it a little staged? Is it a little played out? Maybe, but for the client, it's their first one. And if I can make it as special as it can be, I think that's really important. So I have to remember who I am. As I've said, I'm Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. This is my 900th, but it's there first. And I'm going to make it the best that I can make it. Double checking my settings. I don't really know where I need to be yet until she's in position. I will not be using aperture priority, I'll be using manual. Katie, you're going to come right over here for me.
Okay.
In a few minutes, he's going to come out that door.
Okay.
Okay? So keep coming back a little bit more.
Okay.
And see the way you're standing, and a little bit more, just think ballerina.
Okay.
Okay? Holding that out.
Am
And
I holding it in my hand?
I would say, yes, I would. I'd drop it a little bit though. Are you freezing? Are you okay?
I'm a little cold, but
Well,
I'm gonna be okay.
Cold or nervous? A little both? Or
Both.
Just, okay. So almost like this. You can even cross your legs. Just relax for a few minutes. We're going to call him. I'm just going to get a few pics of you right there for now. Just trying to juxtapose highlight against shadow, even though there's not a whole lot of highlight going on here. And Katie, you can look all around you. Good. Look straight down for a second. Good. And up that way now. That wasn't what I had in mind, but it worked out really well. I didn't tell him to come. My assistant must have got his signal crossed. But thank goodness I was ready. It's actually the perfect angle. I've got my upper left-hand focus point right on her there. Nice. Oh. That's in the way. And I'm going on him. Now the reason I'm in manual, this exposure has not changed a bit. That's the only good thing about flat light. They're lovely together. They really are. I get Katie's face. Very nice. Hey Katie, can you take a step towards me? Just keep doing what you're doing, guys. That's great stuff. Sometimes I do want to change their compositional scenario. That didn't affect them though. Beautiful. The idea is to put them in the best light, best compositional scenario. Let them be. I like what's going on, guys. There you go. And just look down a little bit, Katie, and just whisper something to her, Dan. Just look kind of down. And Dan, just whisper something. And Katie, turn towards me a little more. And your head down a little bit.
Like that?
But turn towards me. There you go. Talk to her, Dan. Talk to her, dude. Good. I'm going to take a different approach to this now. And I do want to do one right here of the two of you just staring at the camera. So we need something for the coffee table.
Okay,
so one more time. You're back into his chest. Remember what we did for the engagement session a little bit?
No, probably not.
So if you come and you take your hands, put it right on his. Good. We don't want to put that down.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you want your shawl?
I don't have a shawl.
Okay.
So,
there we go. And so you can kind of step away from her a little bit so that basically you're going to lean into each other, bring your heads together like this. I have to do a couple of these, so you know what I mean? You need a few of these. I want to compress it. I want to shoot it at 200 if I can. Just see where it fills the frame. Put the mark right on their face. Excellent. I'm going to get a few more. Good. Nice smile, Katie. This is great. I'm going to get a little tighter. Good. I do tight, 3/4 full length. And one more. Good, just like that. These are gorgeous. Relax that left shoulder just a little bit, Katie. There you go. Nice. Good. One or two more. Good. Good. Excellent. Let's keep going this way. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're not, we can go in and then come back out.
Well, how much longer do you want to do this for?
Well, I would say 10 minutes.
10 minutes I can do.
Okay?
Let's do it.
All right. You know what, guys? Stay right there just for a second. Just keep looking right at each other. Good. I like that right there. Even a little closer to him, Katie. Good. Good. Nothing like shooting portraits at 1600. Thank you, D4S. Good. I can get a little lower here. There we go. Good. I want you to, one more time, turn back towards me. And just, again, interact with each other. Grab her, talk to her, just have some fun. I love what's going on here with the background. Beautiful foliage. Good. That's great. Come away from her just a little, and a little just hand out. Just kind of play with her with your hand there, just kind of little action. I'm looking for some gesture, guys. Good. You remember from the session, guys, you're doing great. Good. All right. Good. Now, what I want to do, I want to get a couple of shots of you all by yourself for a moment, okay?
Okay.
If you can just face me for a second.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to wrap this around you for a minute.
Okay.
Might even keep you a little warmer. Okay. We're going to get you inside of the night. Your comfort is more important than these pictures right now. We can do some more after. And just like that.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. Good. And come on over here for a second, Dan. I just want you, just like, see the way I'm doing? Just kind of here.
Sure.
Just facing each other. Lower your right arm just a little, Katie. Good. And you can get a little closer to him, just a little. Good, right there, guys. Reach out and just grab him. And good. And reach out and grab him. Good. Good, okay. And I just want to get a couple of you by yourself. Okay? Good. That's okay. It can drape right over her arm. There you go. That's fine.
That's
That's
still
fine.
on the ground.
It's okay. I'll help you. Good. Just like that. Give me a little hold.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Let's go inside. You're freezing. There's no reason to keep you out here.
Freezing.
Katie was cold. It's more important for her to be comfortable. We kind of cut the portrait short. Again, her comfort level is more important than anything today. It's about her experience. It's not about the pictures. So she's going to go inside. Hopefully we'll do some more portraits later. I'm going to leave it entirely up to her. It is not up to me. I don't make those decisions. I present the information to her and I let my brides make the decision. She wanted to go inside because she was freezing her ass off. Rightly so. It's a little bitter out here. So right now I'm looking for a place to do the formal family photos. Ordinarily, I'd love to do it in an open field. The girls are going to sink their heels in. They're going to get pissed off at me if I make them do that. So ordinarily I wouldn't do them on concrete or macadam or anything of this sort, but I'm thinking we're going to have to do them in an area that might not be terribly photogenic, but it's going to be easier for these people to stand, especially moms in their heels, bridesmaids in their heels, and they have to be quick. So we don't want to go too far from the mansion. If we walk too far, people are going to get uncomfortable. That cannot happen. So for these family photos, which are really compulsory at just about every single wedding I've ever done, we need bride mom, bride dad, bride mom, dad, groom, bride mom, dad, groom, siblings, bride mom, dad, groom, siblings, grandparents, and hopefully we don't have to do cousins, cousins of cousins, cousins, that kind of stuff. So this is a chance to really show how patient a person I am. And I really don't know the family dynamics all the time going in. The last thing in the world I want to do is put my foot in my mouth. If maybe there's a divorce in the family, you have to find these things out. You have to get a feel. Generally speaking, a good rule of thumb, when you're trying to have people stand next to people, they tend to stand next to the people they want to stand next to. That's a good application to employ. And I think the photos will be better for it because people will be very comfortable standing next to the people they want to stand next to. The patience element. Sometimes people send you and they send you this list, and then from there, they want to get every possible iteration and combination from that list, or even things that aren't even on the list. We have to be patient. When we show frustration, we're really chancing pissing some people off, and we don't want to do this. So you're going to see I'll be incredibly patient, smiling as much as I can, laughing, having people have a good time during this, and that really is what makes for nice family photos. I've got to look for a place to do family pictures where she's going to be comfortable. I can't take them out on any grassy areas because their heels are going to dig. I'm sure all you wedding photographers can understand where I'm coming from. So I'm just looking for a spot right now. I mean, everybody thinks that this is wonderful, but frankly, there's just too much shit sticking out of people's heads, and that's just not something I want. A lot of it also depends upon where they can stand. If it's this walk, for example, it would be nice, but it's just not wide enough. I'm also looking for the background to be quite a distance behind people, because when I compress the scene, and by the way, I'm going to shooting them as long as I can, I don't want backgrounds directly behind someone's head. I'm not going to shoot this way and have these things sticking out of their head. It has to be blown out of focus somehow. So I'm just looking in every direction And right now, I'm struggling a little bit to come up with the perfect solution. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be your driver for the next 10, 15 minutes. We're going to do some very quick family photos. Ladies, if you can prevent yourselves from shivering too much, I'm going to try to get this done fast, I promise. So, Katie and Dan, you're going to help me out with the combinations. Our staging area is going to be right over here, so I'm going to be there shooting this way. The carriage house is our background. I don't think we can do much better than that. In addition, you don't have to walk on the grass, ladies, and dig your heels in. So I'd like to start with Katie's family first. So Katie, if you want to come over here, we'll start with like you and Dad. They're going to get it right now. So maybe, you know what, let's start with Dan. Dan, you and Mom and Dad, can I have the other camera? We'll just set this down. All right, for family pictures, I'm going to go to at least 5.6. I don't know where I need to be with my sync speed yet. I'm going to go to flash, white balance, adjusting my ISO. So you're going to put an arm around Dad, and you're going to hook his arm, ma'am. Just like that. And maybe we can get rid of the iPhone. I don't know.
Carry on my pocket.
There you go. Good. Excellent. Just like that. And if everyone here could be so kind as to take a couple of steps over just a minute. And if you don't mind, I'm actually going to kind of play drill sergeant for a few minutes so we get these done quick, all right? And you're going to come this way a little bit. I'm trying to avoid that sign. So come this way, go back up. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Drew, right over here, please. Right in this area here. I'm going to just test my light for a second to make sure I'm where I need to be. Good. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Good. A little more light. Oh, these are looking good. Wow, you guys actually look good. Here we go. I want to get as far back as I can, so I want to shoot this as close to 200 as possible. Good. These are lovely. Lean into each other just a little, Mom. Thank you. Right there. Beautiful. Stay with me, Dan. These are lovely. Good. One or two more. Good. You're going to notice I always say one or two more, and I'm always full of crap. Oh, Grandmom came out. You know what? Let's bring her in now. Let's bring her in. Let's get the groups done with Grandmom so we can get her back in out of the cold. Okay? Let me guess what's in that bag. We've got it. I know there's a tissue in there. There's a tissue in there, is there not?
Once you get settled, we'll take the
I'm sure. I tell you what, we're going to bring you, this is your mom, right?
Yes.
We're going to bring you right on this side of your grandson, kind of hook his arm like that, okay? Katie, let's bring you in here, okay? Do you have the 24 to 120? Good. In fact, if you drop this arm, you hook his arm. This way your jacket's not going to pull, Doc. You can dress them up, but you can't take them out. Right? All right, I'm using the 24 to 120 here because I don't think that I'm going to be able to get back quite far enough for this larger group. But I certainly am not shooting it with anything wide. That's lovely, guys. And we got to get this bride person in here somewhere. So how about coming right over? He's going to be in the, yeah, right over here would be great. All right. Or under ordinary circumstances, I'd say put the gown down, but do not put the gown down.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Here, I'll hide it this way.
Bring that down just
Okay.
a little bit, real close. That's it, guys.
Okay.
All right, and you can even just real close to him. Super, guys. Thank you. Up and over a little bit, Drew. Good.
Good, guys.
Good. Stay with me, everybody. Good. Yep, right here is good. Good. I'm able to focus and recompose a little bit, mainly because I'm shooting at 5.6, and it's plenty wide. Right now I'm at an 80th at 5.6. You guys look great. Keep this up. It's perfect. There we go. Pretend you're like a family or something. Squeeze a little, lean in together a little bit. Good. Good. I'm going to boost the ISO too. I have to adjust the AC3. As I go up in ISO, I have to bring the light down. Good. This is great, guys. A couple of these and we're good. 2 or 3 more. 1 more. Oh, we don't want to yawn, yeah. Bride's bored already. Good. Now, of course, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah.
So by all means. So I'm just going to go delete, 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 delete.
Yeah. have two nieces. I don't know if they're gonna stay
Let's-
still for photos. But
Well, we can try. Are you okay right now? You're
Oh, yes,
too cold?
I'm fine.
You're
No,
okay,
I'm
good.
fine. Oh, yes.
Good.
Who wants to come to Camilla?
All right. Kids and animals. Let's who does she belong to? You also? Where is your husband?
right here.
Come right next to him. I'll tell you what. Can we have one of the brothers come on the other side of mom so we kind of balance things out just a little bit?
He's the oldest.
Great. Here we go, guys. Get a little closer. You're good. Behind me, so they're looking at me. All the way behind me. There we go. Here we go, guys. I gotta hide that light behind him.
Look at me, look at me. Camilla, Isla. Princesses get donuts if they look right here. Yeah. Donuts. Donuts. Smile eye.
Fantastic. What else can we do with grandmom or, you know what, Doc, you want a picture with your mom? Yeah. Let's do that. All right? Just the two of you. All right? There we go. Right here, ma'am. I'm still using 24 to 120. 120 is actually pretty good for this. Real close to her, sir. There we go. There we go. Right at me. These are lovely. Good. Good. Can you put your other hand on top of his hand as well? Just like that. That's really nice. Lovely. One more. Thank you. Those are beautiful. Okay. Anything else with grandma?
Maybe
Are we
just
good?
the bride and groom?
Okay, sure. Dan, just you and Katie? I'm going to switch to the other lens now. I want to compress it even more. The longer, the better. There you go. We're going to just get on either side of Grandma.
Okay.
Grandmom's in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There we go. We don't even need these for a moment. Just get real close to Grandma. Good. Here we go. I'm moving around so that I can see three-dimensionally and juxtapose the subject against the background there. Good. I needed to adjust the AC3. Drew is a little closer to the light than he was before. Stay with me, guys. There's a lot of distractions. One more. Got it. Stay. Good, Katie. Next group, please. Now, if I got toilet paper on my shoe or something, you're going to help me out, right? Great, guys. And you know what, guys? However you want to stand, I'm going to shoot it. That looks good the way you are. But I'm going to have you take a step to the left so I get the. Okay. We'll be quick. Here we go. Right there, guys. We might even be done in 10 minutes. Good. Come on. That's perfect. Right there. Excellent. Good. A little more light. One more, guys. Good. Now, I'm sure you want Katie in this, right? Stick Katie in the middle. One with the, there's 4 brothers, so let's stick Katie in there.
Okay. Why do you have the wedding coordinators?
How you doing?
There's mud on my dress, so whatever. Let's do it. Continue
Well,
on.
the good part for me is it wasn't done before, so that's the good news.
Well,
Slide this down a
we'll
little
walk
bit.
down the aisle, so. Okay.
No one's going to see anything.
Okay.
You can relax, okay? Bring these down just a little. Good. Just like that. Nothing like the mud on the gown. As long as it wasn't my fault. Good. Here we go, guys. Good. Drop it just a little. There you go. And everybody lean into Katie just a little. That looks really nice, guys. Thank you. Stay with me, Katie. 1 or 2 more. Got it. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do our
Let's
family.
do.
Starting
Yep.
to drizzle,
Let's
so
do.
we
Let's
gotta
do
really
you
muscle.
and let's just the 2 of you first.
Okay.
Okay. Good. And you don't have to. All right. In fact, you know what? Come on the other side of your daughter
Okay.
and put your hand on your dad. Just kind of really, really close together. That way. Good.
Okay.
Just like that. That looks good. All right. Good. I'm going to go real fast. Here we go. Good, guys. Good. A couple more. Nice. One more. Good. Okay. Stepmom.
Deb.
Okay, and let's get Dan. Why don't you come on the other side here? Step. Come on over here. We're going to be fine. Trust me. Okay. We're going to be okay. All this is a little mist. We're going to be okay. I'm going to get these done fast. And if you can drop your arm and just hook John's arm. Good. Thank you. All right. I've got a boogie here. Good. Here we go, guys. Right here. Stay with me. Good. 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 And lean a little closer together, everyone. Just a little. That's perfect. Thank you. Good. Katie, your sisters? Don't move, guys. Good. No, you're in. You're in.
Oh, I'm in. Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And is Dan in?
Dan is absolutely in.
Where do I go?
You go on the other side of Dan. Both of you. Yep. That's great. Real close. I'm going to cover up that sign. Everybody lean together just a little. Stay with me. Thank you. Good. A couple more. We're really good here. Good. Who else would you like to do? What other combinations? Obviously, we're going to do the sisters.
Do more with us. So.
Yeah.
Would you like one of just you and your three daughters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Want to come on the other side of Dad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Great. Everybody, real group hug with Dad right there. That's beautiful. Nice, Katie. These are beautiful. These are lovely. These are awesome. Next group, just the three girls, or
Yes.
just to let you know, there is no rain in these photographs.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
it
They're
looks
awesome.
great. Okay, just I had to give her a little confidence there. Good, that's lovely. The flowers down just a little. Good, and lean in, kind of. There you go. Thank you, ladies. Good. Hold on, I got to come a little tighter. Good. Hang in there. Next group. All right, here we go.
With Katie, do we stay or we go?
No, you
Stay. But you come on the other side. Let's see. No. John, come on this side. Your wife come over here.
Debbie.
Okay. Is this grandmom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is this your mom?
No, this is
Grandmom?
Katie's maternal
Got it.
grandma.
Can you come next to Katie, please? Okay.
Hi.
John, you can come right here. Dan, you're going to come on the other side there. Ma'am, you're going to come next to your husband. No?
Come on.
Yeah. All good.
Okay.
One with, one without?
Got
Good, okay.
Here we go.
And we need these three in too.
Why don't you come right on the other side of Dan, please? Everyone, come on in. Absolutely, no worries. Okay? Good. Good, there we go. And John, one more time. The reason I have you turning in because your jacket pulls here. So if you turn in this way, good, just like that. Give me your hand here, here. Now your jacket sits well, okay? And you guys can squeeze together. Good, up and over, Drew, thank you. Here we go, guys. Thank you. These are looking very, very good. Thank you. One more. Got it. Next group, please. Girls, drop your flowers. Just a fraction. Thank you. Good, Katie. Good. Okay, let's get the other set in there. Good. Good. Real close, guys. Thank you. Up and over a little more, Drew. Thank you very much. Good. All right. And get a little closer to your sister. Thank you. Good. Oh, I didn't notice. That's my bad. Good. Here we go. Good. This is good. Stay with me, Katie. Good. One or two more, we're done. Good. So it became a little bit chaotic because the weather started to turn a little bit, started to drizzle. I don't blame the bride for being a little bit uncomfortable. Somewhere out here, she got a little bit of a mark on the bottom of her gown. She wants to walk down the aisle perfect. I don't blame her a little bit, so they're gonna try to get some of that off with some soda water. And that couldn't have gone better. It's a beautiful scenario. I really like the way they looked. I would have liked to have had more time for portraits of the bride and groom. I don't. Tough luck. That's, you know, I did everything I could. So the first thing I do when I walk in, like I said, I have 2 cameras on me, but I'm almost going to round my shoulders and just make myself small. I'd like to be as unobtrusive as humanly possible. And I'm going to be observing from the second I walk through that door, anticipating, reacting. There might be some moments unfolding in front of me immediately. Maybe the bride is speaking to her grandmother. Maybe there's some moments in the corner with the bridesmaids and they're laughing and they're having a good time. So many different things can unfold as soon as I walk through that door. It's really important to establish your presence as someone who's going to be pleasant and someone who's going to be, well, there for support, if you will, as an experienced professional. There are times that you need to be larger than life, maybe to pull something out of your client, some energy or an expression. But for me, I'm a photojournalist at heart. You can take me out of photojournalism, but you can't take the photojournalism out of me. I would rather remain small, remain unobtrusive, remain quiet, and anticipate and react to the moments around me to capture the true essence of these clients. I'm a believer in waiting for the moment. I'm not a believer in making the moment. When I was a journalist, I didn't think the story was about me. The story was about them, and it's my job to document. Maybe for the portrait session, maybe that interaction and that personality can come forth, and during the family pictures, you'll see that you know, I've been a little bit animated and trying to get a little reaction out of the father or the bride or groom or whoever it might be. But for the most part, I try to stay small. There is definitely a difference between the way I interact with a bride and the way I interact with a groom at the beginning of the wedding day especially. With the bride, again, my main goal is to continue a rapport that we originally had before she even hired me. And then that trust continues, where my attempt at being somewhat soft-spoken, even though if you know me personally, you know that I'm not soft-spoken. I'm rather outrageous and you know, sometimes obnoxious even, some will say. But I really try to tone that down, and I want that bride's essence to be captured, not by me trying to pull it out of her, but by her just handing it to me because I've been soft and gentle. The groom is another story. Sometimes I go in and you know, 8 out of 10 times, the guys are in a room, they're watching a ball game, drinking a beer. You know, if I go in there and I'm just soft and, you know, demure and just very, very quiet, I might not be able to get what I really need, which is a little bit of the groom's interaction with his best man, his groomsman. So there is definitely a difference between the interaction I have with brides and grooms at the beginning of the day especially. One question I was asked by a bride a few years ago was, Cliff, you shoot so many weddings a year. I shoot like 50 weddings a year. She was like, how do you stay motivated? Well, the answer is not as difficult as you think. I truly wake up in the morning and I say, today I'm going to make a picture. Now, when you say a picture, well, I'm taking thousands of pictures. I'm talking about capturing a moment that is so beautiful, it makes the hair stand up on my arms. It gives me goosebumps. It makes my heart warm. It reminds me why I do what I do. And whether it's the reception or the prep or the ceremony or just a quiet moment between a couple or a quiet moment between the grandmother and the bride, These individual moments that I'm able to capture, that's what keeps me motivated. Now, if I can capture a beautiful moment in beautiful light, I've made a beautiful picture. That is what keeps me motivated. You might not have the fortunate experience, or some will say, well, just longevity, of shooting 900 weddings or so. Whether it's your first, your 900th, or your 150th, you have to go into this day, number one, making the technical elements innate. I mean 100% innate. If I've got a camera in my hand, and if I have to think about anything, I've missed that moment, whatever moment it might be. So that's number one, technical elements innate. Then, from the emotional standpoint, understand that a lot of times eyes are going to be on you. I've learned lessons in my career like you wouldn't believe. One of those lessons was, if you wear frustration on your face, it's going to cost you. I've done that. I have been so passionate about images that maybe I pissed people off because I was just looking to get the best pictures for those people. And maybe I could have handled things differently in the past. For the past decade or so, I think I've learned a lot of valuable lessons by screwing up. Sometimes, if you're not screwing up once in a while, you're not learning anything. So have the attitude that, number one, you're looking at it as if it's your first, and you're anticipating and reacting and you're excited. Lastly, I'll say, keep in mind that we're working for our clients. They are not working for us. That's probably the best lesson that I can give you.